Let's talk about the single most powerful tool you have. Yep, I'm talking about your mind. We're going to dive into how to understand it, how to reprogram it, and most importantly, how to make it start working for you instead of against you.
When it comes right down to it, this is the only question that matters. Because every single moment of every day, your mind is doing one of these two things. There's really no in between.
So when your mind is on your team, it sees possibilities everywhere. It gets you excited, it inspires you to actually do things. But when it's working against you, well, that's when it just focuses on doubt, makes you feel stuck, and puts a really low ceiling on what you think you can achieve.
Okay, so to really get how this all works, let's start with a simple but honestly, a pretty powerful metaphor.
So what even is a mindset? Well, it's basically the collection of beliefs and opinions you have. The best way to think about it is like it's the operating system for your brain. It's the software that processes everything you see, hear, and experience. Just imagine your mindset is a pair of sunglasses that you wear all day, every day. The kind of lenses you've got on will literally color everything you see.
For example, if you're wearing dark lenses, you've got a pessimistic mindset. Everything gets filtered through a darker tint. I mean, you could be on a beautiful beach, but all you'll notice is that the sand is too hot or your drink is getting warm. You're just constantly focused on what's wrong, which naturally discourages you from doing anything positive.
Now let's contrast that. Let's say you swap out those lenses for rosy ones. That's the optimistic mindset. All of a sudden, the world just looks sharper, brighter. You see opportunities where other people are seeing problems. You're more likely to give people the benefit of the doubt. And most importantly, it inspires you to get up and move forward. So this sunglasses thing is a nice way to think about it, but this isn't just some feel-good idea. There's some really fascinating science that explains exactly why our perception of the world works this way. Think about this for a second. Has this ever happened to you? You start thinking about getting a new car, say a Ford Bronco, and then all of a sudden, you look around and it feels like every other car on the road is a Ford Bronco. How does that happen? The answer is something called your Reticular Activating System, or let's just call it the RAS. Now, that sounds super technical, but here's the easiest way to think of it. The RAS is the bouncer for your brain. Its job is to stand at the velvet rope of your mind and decide which information gets in and which information has to wait outside. And here is the absolutely mind-blowing part. Those Broncos, they were always there. You just didn't see them because your brain didn't think they were important to you. The second you showed interest, your RAS, your bouncer, put those cars on the VIP list and started letting them in. Your brain is literally programmed to show you more of what you focus on. It's trying to help you. So if we can tell our brain what's important, well, that means we can consciously program it, right? We can take control. So let's look at two super simple, really practical exercises you can do to start resetting your mind. Okay, the first one is called looking for hearts. It sounds a little silly, but trust me, it's a powerful way to train your RAS. All you do is in the morning, you tell your brain's bouncer, hey, listen up, hearts are on the VIP list today. And then you just go about your business. You'll start spotting them in clouds, in coffee stains, you name it. When you do find one, just pause for a second and acknowledge it. It's like giving your brain a little high five. Because, of course, this isn't actually about finding hearts. It's about giving yourself tangible, physical proof that you are in control of the filter. Every little heart shape you find is just more evidence that you can direct your focus and literally change what your brain shows you. All right, the second exercise is thought substitution. This is where you actively catch a default negative thought and just swap it out for a more empowering one. So that voice in your head that says, what if it doesn't work out? You consciously replace it with, okay, but what if it does? You're not lying to yourself, you're just opening the door to a more powerful possibility. And this all leads to the most important takeaway of all, and it's this. Your thoughts are not facts. They're just suggestions. They are not carved in stone, and you are absolutely not stuck with them. You have the power to observe them, to question them, and ultimately to choose different ones. So I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. If you can train your brain to find something as simple and random as a heart shape, what else could you train it to see? Opportunities? Reasons to be grateful? Maybe evidence of your own strength? The possibilities, they're truly endless.